This is Smithy.tv.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Breaking Down the News.
Yeah, with Kenny Robinson.
And Clifton Joseph, and we'd like to wish our 3 American followers a happy 4th of July.
Absolutely. Thank you so much from Tupelo, Mississippi, and from Arkansas, and from North Tonawanda outside of Buffalo, I believe.
I believe those are the key spots where they're celebrating. But, you know, God bless America, because we just finished having our Canada Day. And Canada Day, first of all, I hate the term Canada Day.
Why?
Because I remember when it was Dominion Day.
What's a Dominion?
Well, we are the Dominion of Canada.
Yeah, but then I knew
Well,
Dominion
that's
from
when
Dominion's
grocery store.
supermarkets. Yeah.
That's because named after the Canada that it was a Dominion of.
But they took over the brand, so the Queen. Hey, first of all, forget Dominion. You sound like you're British. I ain't hear no British accent.
Oh, I don't have a British accent.
Oh, okay.
Unless I've been drinking or I'm calling somebody a cunt. Then I adopt several accents from the UK because it just sounds more acceptable.
So you a monarchist then? What's all this thing about Dominion?
No, I'm a monoculist. I like to get one-to-one things in my eye. No, but to me, Dominion Day sounded more like an occasion, a reason. Canada Day sounds like we dumbed it down for the dumbest Canadian in a plaid shirt and who uses a flag for a curtain. You know, hey, it's Canada Day.
You know that what you're celebrating. You're celebrating Dominion Day? Dominion? No. You say Canada Day?
It becomes a day that Canada became its own Dominion of Canada and no longer just... But I think the whole difference between how Americans celebrate their 4th of July and their Independence Day, and as we called ours, a Dominion Day, now it's Canada Day, it's for guys who just drink, is because America, they fought tooth and nail to say we ain't gonna be your bitch no more, England. And whereas in Canada, we were like that 25, 30-year-old son that the family finally said, you got to move out of the house.
Please don't let me.
It's like, well, will the Queen Mom come still visit us? Yeah, we could work that out. Okay, because Britain couldn't afford to defend us from the French anymore. So they said, it's time y'all walk on your own. And then, can we still use part of the Union Jack on our flag? Well, as long as you pay us a royalty every, that's where they got the term royalty. As long as you pay us a royalty every now and then. So the difference is Americans were that 16-year-old badass son that fought his daddy on the way out and took money out of his mama's purse and went on about his way. Or as a British comic I met once referred to as our roguish cousins. You know, whereas Canada today there's that 30-year-old in the basement that had to go.
Well, of course, there is a length and breadth and distance of coolness and politeness between Canadians and Americans. They got their brashness. They want to manifest destiny. They want to take over Monroe Doctrine. They want to take over everything. They consider themselves exceptional. American exceptionalists. They're bigger and better than anybody else.
Do you remember
so
boy
I'm
Obama
not
said
surprised that
Americans
Kenny,
exceptionalists?
as a half American, would be thinking that, yeah, Canada is nothing compared to our 4th of July.
Well,
your 4th of July.
Absolutely. My father celebrated his birthday on the 4th of July. I don't know if he ever knew his real birthday, but 4th of July was when he had his.
Not a bad time.
And you can't even, and even 4th of July, as we used to say on the South Side, it sounds better than 1st of July. It doesn't have the same ring, the same soul.
July 1st.
Yes, well,
July 1st.
Well, see, 4th of July.
Canada Day, Canada Day.
And you will very seldomly see any Canadian barbecues that rival with the average American barbecue. Canadians don't go in the backyard after drinking and fire off the guns in the backyard to celebrate like Americans do. And Macy's is having a 60% off sale today.
Macy's don't need July 4th to have a sale, though.
No, but they're having
Memorial Day weekend, Labor Day weekend.
Yes,
they got sales
in Canada, they lock it up tighter than a nun's vagina. Come Canada Day, you can't buy nothing except ice cream and Mickey D's.
Why do you have all these sales in America, Kenny? Remember Bush said when there was anti-war bombing, go shop. Shopping seems to be like the antidote to everything in America. Capitalism, right? Ultra capitalism.
Don't you like to go get you some new shoes that nobody else got?
Absolutely.
At a good discount?
But am I praising a holiday because a store is giving me a 35% discount and something
60, bro.
60 that I should have gotten for less than that anyway? The markup is so high, they mark it down and make you think it's cool?
No, this year is marked down good, bro, because I'm a smart shopper.
Well,
I got
know
that Canadian sense of economics for me, you know.
the,
and when
the
you can
frugality of it all.
yes, so you know, so and plus shit's just cheaper in America to begin with.
Oh, absolutely. Look, Kenny, I go
Because they have no health care to pay for. They
go
got
down
none of
to
these.
Buffalo. We go down to Buffalo. You should see the parking lot full of Torontonians leaving our old clothes and shit. They had to.
Oh, I love seeing old Canadian shoes. All them brown wallabies. Everywhere you look, you see them brown wallabies.
Shit's so cheap, and I'm like, look, I ain't even wearing this shit back home. You know.
My aunt Lorraine, she used to go down to Minneapolis from Winnipeg, come back with 6 brassieres on because they wanted so much for a bra here in Canada.
Double, triple D cup.
Didn't even tell her man where she been. She get home, he says, "Come here, my dear, take off one bra, take off another one." He said, "What is you, bitch? Is you a Russian Easter egg titty? What is this?" Kept removing bra after bra after bra just because she didn't want to pay that $9 duty. You know?
But look, parties aside, Canada Day versus Dominion Day versus July 4th, Independence Day, it all, to me,
I think it's because Americans fought and died and bled for their shit.
is
I
a
think
bit
that's
strange.
the difference.
I was getting to fought and died and bled. The native inhabitants of this country, these countries,
Oh, you didn't.
they came here. These Europeans came here, took over these countries.
Well, that's just all North America. The
Through
whole continent's
genocide.
Yes.
And then now they're holding up these two things. Canada Day, so me, you might argue about which day is better, which has better food, better barbecue. And missing in the thing is that these two countries were founded in genocide of people who were still on reservations. And built up by slaves that they brought from all over the world, from the continent of Africa, free labor for years. So that's what I'd like to talk about when we talk about.
You're absolutely
Dominion
correct, but
Day.
let me also tell you something. Indians can't barbecue or shit.
I haven't. I haven't had any.
I'm from Winnipeg. Dominion Day, Canada Day, very quiet with them. Well, yes, actually, I spent part of yesterday and today arguing with a very right-wing friend of mine. He was upset that some Mohawk youth had burnt a Canadian flag, and they're saying, and they said these cowards in their mask. So I asked, well, how is it any differently than the SWAT teams and the cops that make raids that they wear their masks? How is that different? Is that cowardly too? So then I was called an idiot because I thought I was talking about their helmets for protection. I said, no, to protect their identity. You know, it's the same reason. So you do not have to suffer the consequences of your act. So then he tried to get on me about, these Mohawks burning their flags and you should round them all up. And I said, well, that's what y'all did the first time. And I said, besides, it's not their flag. It's the only sign of rebellion they've got left is to burn a flag right now. And why do they run? Because they're always going to be outnumbered, outgunned. And plus you're skipping one thing, Mr. Canada. They paid for that flag. That was their flag made in China. They paid for, maybe out of their welfare check, but they paid for it. So who are you to tell one Canadian, reluctant or not, what they can do with their private property?
And yeah, symbols are symbols. So people get all bushy-eyed and tailed about the flag and so on. Look, I heard a story recently. I thought I had to chuckle. The RCMP had a teepee on one of the reserves with their RCMP insignias and everything, and somebody stole it a couple of days ago. Somebody said, you know what, we don't want to see the RCMP, the history of the RCMP holding down and subjugating natives across this country, historically and today in places like Edmonton.
But they let
Winnipeg.
Sitting Bull and the boys come in.
So, it was a good thing somebody stole the RCMP.
You think it was political, or do you think it was some boy saying, sure it'd be good to drink in this bad boy? Maybe they want
who knows, whichever one it is.
maybe they
kudos
want to
to
get
them.
that Mountie TP so they can hotbox in it. They get some visions. Get high, come out and do the ghost dance.
Yeah, so hey, Canada Day, Imperial Day, Imperialist Day, Genocide Day, Columbus Day, call it whatever you will. We have to think about it when we think about all those things. Who was here, how they were subjugated, where they are, and how come white people get to define shit.
Well, if I make it down to Macy's, I'm going to try and find you something nice and a green. Anyway. And then you go, this is a Genocide Day shirt Kenny Robinson got me. So, anyway, folks, like genocide, we are dead now. We're out of time. So anyway, this is Smitty TV. I know, not the best segue I've ever come up with, Ryan, but
you try.
You know, we can only juggle so many eggs before there's an omelet. So anyway, happy Canada Day, happy 4th of July Day. Also, Canada Day has been kidnapped by Pride.
Actually, this year in particular, there's so much going on around Pride, not just in Toronto, but San Francisco,
traditionally,
New York.
the past 5-10 years, they've been thrown at every Dominion Day weekend.
Yeah, I think
that was Rob Ford's reason for not being able to go too. Has to go to his mom's
I
college.
think the government needs to do more concerts if they want to get more play, more concerts, more festivals, big things live from Parliament Hill, all that kind of thing.
Well, I don't know. Plus, in Canada, that we don't even know the national anthem anymore. Lyrics changing.
Oh yeah, and they should change some more.
Well, I voted. Well, I didn't vote, but I suggested the other day just do away with "Oh Canada." Make the Guess Who song "American Woman." We don't need your war machine. We don't need your ghetto scene. Just make that the official anthem of Canada. And this should have been a tragically hip weekend because they're the most Canadian thing since poutine, and They Sue Too will be out of time. So anyway, this is Breaking Down. Did I break that shit down?
I'm a special guest. This is Breaking Up News with special guest Clifton Joseph. Nice to check you all out for the first time.
New Orleans is sinking, and I don't know how to swim. Smitty TV. We're out.